Hey everyone, this is Mr. T-Bone81 back with another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of an older figure that I have. This is the Cybertron Leader Class Optimus Prime. This was, I believe, early 2000s. I don't remember the exact year, maybe 2003, 2004-ish, sometime around that time. But this is an excellent figure, and I love the fact of all the gimmicks that they have on this figure. It's just a very nice Optimus Prime Leader Class figure. I believe this is one of the first Leader Class figures that we've ever got, I think. I don't remember exactly, but it is one of the first ones that we got. So, very nice. Here you can see Optimus in his, I guess it's more of a Cybertronian truck mode, vehicle mode thing, and so he does come with some firing missiles. So there's one missile here that fires, and then these two actually are, these are really cool. They kind of flip out on the side here. And then, so they have that option as well. So there's 3 missiles on this mode here, in this one cannon actually. But yeah, so pretty nice. You can see here that he's very long. He's a very long truck mode, kind of like a fire truck almost, but not. So but it's pretty cool though, and you know, he does roll pretty nicely, and he does come with an extra kind of add-on feature with his wings here that you can kind of get it going like this, and then just folding his guns up and then doing the same thing on this one here. So if you just just folding his guns, his wings out and then his guns up. He's kind of a flying fire truck, I guess. Kind of a strange mode, but whatever. You can also rotate these guns in and out as well. So, but yeah, all in all, in the vehicle mode, he's very nice, very big, very cool, very hefty, pretty neat. So, but the one area that I feel like this guy really shines is all his gimmicks in his robot mode. And so let me get him transformed, and to do that, first you're gonna want to just slide out his truck mode out of the trailer. So you have this whole mechanism piece that you can just kind of keep there on the back, and then here on his truck mode, what you're going to want to do is actually take these pieces off, put those to the side, and then for his feet you want to fold these pieces up all the way to the back like so, and then you're going to want to rotate this up. Okay, rotate this piece down. Let me get this. Okay, and then open these pieces. Actually, no, these pieces will stay. I'm sorry, these pieces were actually supposed to be on the side like this. Yeah, during the truck mode. And then what you're going to do is actually fold these pieces around. Sorry, I had that mistransformed. So this will fold around like so to get him into his robot mode. And then for these, I'm going to come here to the front and split this. And then these are going to swing around and just peg into this slot here. And what you'll want to do is actually just unfold his arms and spin them around, and then lift up his shoulder pads, and then there you have one arm. On this one, you're going to want to, I'm just going to undo this part first because it's easier. Hold down his arms, spin them around, and then just peg that in, and then split his legs just like that. And then this is really cool. You can have this, there's a little sliding gimmick here that you can slide up, and it'll reveal his head. So that's pretty cool. And there you have Optimus in his robot mode. And very nice robot mode, I would say. Just very good homage to the G1 Optimus Prime. And so he looks really cool. You can see here that he does have his iconic chest from his truck, even though that this is actually the back of the truck in vehicle mode, so it is a little different, but still a very neat transformation, very fun transformation, simple but very reminiscent of the G1 transformation, which is really nice. And in terms of articulation, he does have very good articulation. His head can spin 360. His arms spin 360 as well. They can go in and out, but not much. You can only really go that much. And then they have a elbow spinning and an elbow joint. And he does have finger articulation, which is just all 4 fingers, but still nice to have the finger articulation there. He doesn't have any waist joints, but then he does have forward and backward movement of the hips. He has a spinning thigh, and then his knee can bend that way. And then there's not really any foot or toe articulation, with the exception of this, but that's just due to the transformation, and you'll see why in a bit. But all in all, very nice figure, very nice. I really like this guy a lot, and he does come with some other gimmicks. On the back of his head, you can see on the back of his head there's a little switch lever here that you can just pull down, and what that will do is it will raise up his battle mask, and that's really cool. You have a little battle mask feature there that you can have Optimus, and then he has his open face. The thing I really like about this figure is the matrix of leadership that it comes with. So you can open up his chest and then lower this piece down, and then there you have a matrix of leadership, and it's actually a really nice matrix of leadership. It's not a bad rendition whatsoever, and you can see here, let me focus in on that. Looks pretty nice, pretty good detail for, you know, a toy back then, maybe eight or so years ago. So that's a nice little bonus that they threw in there. And so you can put it back in there and then close his chest up, and there you have Optimus again. Now the really cool thing about this figure is it does come with, there's so much playability to it that it's not just this figure. You can, you know, this is Optimus, but obviously he comes with so many more gimmicks, and if it wasn't enough of all the gimmicks I have shown you, he comes with another one. He can basically become a winged battle suit mode, I guess you would call it. I mean, I'm just calling it that. I don't think that's the official name for it, but he can have another transformation. And to do that, what you're going to want to do is you come here, take these 2 guns that we had put to the side and just split them apart, and then you'll put those to the side again. What you're going to want to do is you're going to basically extend his legs, so folding these pieces around and then folding it all the way down and then pushing the toe down. So do the same thing to this side, fold it all the way around. It's kind of an interesting gimmick. You kind of have to pull on it to get it to its next stage, and then you can snap it in there. So it's kind of interesting that way. And so now you have Optimus with extended legs, and so that's kind of interesting. So some say that they actually prefer this way because in his other mode, his legs are a little more stumpy, but you know, it's all right. And then you want to take these pieces, and you're going to take these pegs here, and then this peg here as well, and it will just peg into the back of his leg, like so. There's a hole here. Sorry, you can't see that. There's a hole there, and then a little slot there for those pegs. So you just peg that in, okay? And it gives him a little more stability on his back leg. And then just do the same thing on here. On this side, you can see the peg there. Okay, and just rotate the gun around so it's more facing in the front. Okay, so now you have Optimus in kind of a much taller mode, and then what you're going to want to do is you take these big wings, you're going to open up these pieces here, just like that. Okay, and then rotate the wings around. And then get the guns ready. Just rotate those. Okay, and rotate the guns down. Okay, this will be pretty hard to show on camera, but we'll try it. And then what you're going to want to do is these pieces here will just slot into the area around Optimus and his waist area, kind of. And so you just want to slide this in there. Forgive me for showing this. It's not very showing. It's not going to show very well, but I'm going to try to get it in there as best as I can. So you slide it in. So then you have Optimus like that. And then you take these pieces, and you're going to want to push them down, and it'll just click in, just like so. Okay. So let me move this back and raise up the camera even more. Okay. Whew. All right. So then, what I like to do is I like to lift up his hands. Oops. Get his head up, and then you can rotate the guns forward to give him, just arm him up like crazy. There we go. Alright, and then for the finishing touch, you can basically just lift his head up all the way and close this, and then just push down his face mask. I like pushing down his face mask to give him the, like he's ready for battle look. And there you have Optimus Prime in his winged jet mode, I guess you would call it. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but I don't remember the official name, but it is his attack jet mode with his big honking cannons hanging off of his arms. Kind of reminds me of, I guess this would have been before, but it kind of reminds me of Jetwing Prime from Dark of the Moon, from the movie last year. And so, pretty cool, very nice robot. I definitely love this figure, and a lot of people say that, you know, with this figure, it was probably one of the best figures of this decade, if not the best figure of the decade, because it's just so many great features to this toy, and it's just a fun toy. Like, if you're thinking about just toys, it's just fun, and I would have to agree with that. For this, you know, in this mode, you can basically, he doesn't have as much articulation just because his arms are going to be, you know, the big huge guns are going to be in the way, but you can do many different things. You can actually spin these around the wings to face the other way too, but I like having it like this, and then you can even extend these guns out to give them even more firepower, which looks just so awesome. And so definitely I love this figure a lot. If you can get one, I would highly recommend it, because he is a very nice figure, and he looks great in your collection because he's just a really good Optimus Prime figure. And like I said, the playability on this guy is like never ending. You can do so many different things with him that I would have to recommend him just for the mere fact that he just is such a playable figure. And so, and he looks good, obviously, as you can see. So definitely recommend this guy. But yeah, that'll do it for this review, and just wanted to show off this Cybertron Optimus Prime real fast to you guys. But please, feel free to ask questions or leave comments. I'm sure I may have missed some stuff in this review. Kind of went through it really fast, but bottom line, excellent figure. Pick him up. And so that'll do it for this. Please rate and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.